Massey Ferguson, his big old wheels and a mighty grin, will always be right there to lend a hand. If you see him passing by the road, tip your hat and say hello to the greatest little tractor in the land. Sometimes, Massey would find a quiet place to rest whenever he visits Huonville. In the village was a cave in Ida Bay Mountain. It was new for him, as he was different to it. It happened when Massey found Scratch, who was finished with his day's work with Bob and his team. "Hey, Scratch, want to see Ida Bay?" he asked him. "Oh, yes, please. I haven't been there for years. It's a perfect size for me to wonder about it," said Scratch. "I want to show you the Ida Bay Mountain. It's above the railway, so we can climb the slope easily." Off went Massey and Scratch, leaving the mitre 10 shop and drive to Huonville. While they were gone, Mac's tractor was waking up to notice Massey was not about. Strange. Massey's never this quiet. Massey and Scratch were racing over the hill on the main road going to the second bottom side to the village. "What shall we do in the cave?" asked Scratch. "Oh, well, we could dig up something. Maybe I could have my very own fossil," said Massey. "Well, that's what I'm built for. Look, we're almost there," said Scratch. As soon as they got there, they went up the slope towards the cave. Max, meanwhile, asked Bob if he knew where Scratch and Massey went. Scratch said he was visiting Huonville, so they went there for something, said Bob. "Mrs. Milk's there. Maybe she might find them." Indeed she was. She was delivering the milk. "There, all done. Time to get home." She was about to leave for Kingston when she heard some racket coming from the slope. "What's going on up there?" Mrs. Milk asked herself. "Oh! Oh! Hey, who put this rock here?" "Stupid thing." Massey and Scratch came to the cave mouth when they reached the top of the slope. They went inside and started to explore. When they came to the end, they found masses of mud. "What a mess, Massey. This mud can easily make one's gripping not so easy to touch underneath." "And that's not all, Scratch. Look over at the rubble. they noticed a pile of rocks about a quad bike. It was Buzz, and he had run into trouble. "Oh, hello, Massey. Thank goodness you came. Some rocks tumbled from a top ledge in here. I can't get out. Worse still, I can't start my engine," said Buzz. "Scratch can help. It's a good thing I invited him," said Massey. "I can clean them up. Then we can tow you out. Maybe it's time you had a new battery to replace the old one," said Scratch. So they cleaned up the rocks. Once he was free, they took him out of the cave. Mrs. Milk came driving up. "Hey, Massey, what have you been doing?" she said. "Hello, Mrs. Milk. We just visited Ida Bay Mountain's cave, finding Buzz stuck in there with loose rocks," said Massey. "It wasn't like this when I last time came up here," said Buzz. "We didn't upset something in there," said Scratch. "The rocks might have fallen without us knowing." "I've heard about this cave. Tom told us it was filled with leaves. They must have somehow upset the rocks," said Mrs. Milk. "Maybe you won't visit it unless it's handled with care." "I've got a trailer to take them out. Not much has fallen," said Buzz. They left the cave, heading home. Massey hoped the inside would be safe. He did notice some cracks in the roof part. That was the main thing to be sorted. Massey Ferguson, with the gold wheels and a mighty grin, will always be right there to lend a hand. If you see him passing by the road, tip your hat and say hello to the greatest little tractor in the land.